Overall recap of the weekend, just your overall thoughts, how everything went?
Yeah, fun weekend. Being back home and having fans coming out and great environment. It's always fun, and we hope that when people come out that they have a good enough time that they want to come back. And it's kind of part of our goal, not just to have a great environment, a great experience, but see a great product in the sand. So, obviously, went 3-2, so had a couple tough losses to some of the best teams in the country, and that's the measuring stick right now. We have a great record. We've beaten some really good teams, but we got to figure out how to kind of get over the hump on those teams that are ahead of us in the rankings, which there aren't very many. So that's a tall task, but it was a good test, and I think we played well across the board and got some info, and I think we're in a good place heading into next weekend where we'll have number 2 in the country and a couple other top 10 teams that we're looking to compete against, and once again prove how good we are.
A couple top 10 matchups that just fell short this weekend. Is there anything that sticks out that you maybe learned about this team, or that you really feel like you need to improve on to be able to get over that hump?
Yeah, I think both of them was the first time we've seen them, so we'll go back and watch a lot of film. I think that we were obviously really close in the match with Florida State. And so that's just a matter of a couple points here and there in a critical moment, and making better decisions and finishing sets when you have a lead. So, in that environment, you're not in it very often. You don't get to play those teams very much. So that experience is huge for us moving forward. I think we'll be more comfortable in a better position to do that. TCU is 2 in the country, undefeated on the year, and we battled them as well. And I don't think in either match we played our best. So we'll have lots of stuff that we can see on film and work on in practice that are going to allow us to continue to improve. And that's when you're a young team without a lot of experience. Most of our players haven't been in matches like that before. So when you have those opportunities, you learn a ton. And so there'll be lots of things that we can work on this week in a short week before we head out to California and do it again.
And, obviously finish with the win kind of helps to forget about the losses, but what's the message to the team just to kind of shake those off and move forward?
Yeah, we've, a big thing we talked about this year, obviously wins and losses are attached to your record, but as far as our ability to kind of recognize and evaluate success, it's outside of that paradigm. Like, we're talking about how are we playing, like how are we supporting each other, how are we as a team, are we invested, are we giving effort, are we executing with discipline. So that's our report card. You can't win every match, but you can be successful every match. And so we don't have, I really don't feel I have to convince them that when we lose a match that we played well in, maybe not well enough, we didn't execute at quite the highest level, that we're not failures. Like, we can still be successful and we can still find ways to improve. And so that's never going to be, I hope it's never an issue with this team where we come off a loss and they think any less of themselves as a team. I mean, it just means we've got more work to do.